Stop right here, don't you dare scroll, my beloved child. Your angel is pulling you by your spirit because the message coming toward you is not random, it is divine emergency. Something is approaching your daughter, and this message is your only protection. Listen with me, slowly, fully, carefully. Archangel Michael says, a new message is already on its way to your daughter. And the person behind it is secretly trying to hypnotize her mind, her emotions, her choices. If you do not hear this now, you will lose the only chance to stop what's coming. My beloved child. The moment you clicked this video, heaven reacted. Your guardian angel literally stepped forward to block the influence surrounding your daughter. But that protection stays active only as long as you stay here and listen. So don't move. Don't blink too long. Don't scroll. Because what I'm about to reveal is not meant for everyone. It is meant only for the mother whose daughter is spiritually under an unseen attack. Stay till the end, because you're about to hear who is influencing her, how, and why heaven is exposing it now. My beloved child, listen closely. Heaven has been watching someone around your daughter, someone who carries a certain energy, someone who smiles politely but carries an invisible thread of manipulation behind their tone, behind their compliments, behind the way they behave when no one is watching. Archangel Michael says, there is a person trying to influence her mind slowly, quietly, carefully. Not by force. Not by anger. But through emotional hypnosis. This is not the hypnosis you see in movies. This is spiritual hypnosis, the kind that enters through repeated suggestions, soft guilt, subtle praise, emotional bonding, and hidden intentions wrapped in kindness. Your daughter doesn't see it yet. But she feels something, a pull she can't explain, a confusion she tries to hide, a fog around her decisions. My beloved child, don't move. Don't scroll. You need to hear every word. Heaven reveals. This person is trying to program her. Not with spells. Not with magic. But with emotional influence that gets stronger each day. It starts small. You should listen to me more. They don't understand you like I do. I care about you more than your family. Just trust me. Don't tell them about this. These sentences look harmless. But spiritually, they are hooks. Hooks that pull the mind, twist logic, and reshape choices. And Archangel Michael says, she is beginning to notice the shift, and that is why a new message is coming. She is preparing to tell you something she was afraid to share. Listen carefully. Heaven is warning you before the damage becomes permanent. The manipulator's method is simple. Make her feel safe while slowly isolating her from the truth. This is why she has been quieter. Why she keeps some things to herself. Why her eyes look heavy even when her smile looks normal. Why she acts like everything is okay while her spirit feels disturbed. But here is the part heaven wants you to understand. Your daughter is not hypnotized yet. She is in the early stage, where influence can still be broken. And the next 48 hours will reveal everything. My beloved child, stay with me. You are hearing this because God is giving you a chance to intercept what's coming. The manipulator is losing control. Your daughter's intuition is waking up. And because of that, they are becoming desperate. Archangel Michael says, within days, they are planning to send a new message. A message designed to twist her emotions and weaken her clarity. But God brought you here first, so you can stand as her spiritual shield. Don't move. Don't leave. Because the next part is where heaven reveals the signs. The exact behaviors. The exact patterns. The exact moments to watch in order to catch the person influencing her. If you reach this point, heaven has marked you as the protector of your daughter. Before you go to part 2, like this message to strengthen angelic protection. Subscribe so part 2 reaches you instantly. Comment, expose every hidden influence. Share with 10 people so heaven expands protection around your entire house. My beloved child, listen carefully, do not scroll, do not shift your eyes away. This is the part heaven insisted you must hear, because knowing these signs will save your daughter from the invisible emotional trap being built around her. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now, and he says, the person trying to influence her cannot hide anymore. Their patterns will expose them. So listen with me word by word. Sign number 1, they suddenly contact her more than usual. The manipulator increases communication slowly. A text here, a call there, a small check-in message. But there is one strange thing about it. They always reach out at the exact moment your daughter is emotional, confused, or lonely. Heaven reveals why. They watch her behavior closely. They know when she is vulnerable. And that is when they strike. This is not intuition. This is intention. My beloved child. If your daughter receives, "Are you okay?" messages at unusual times, this is the influence waking up. Don't move. Sign number 2, they talk about you without mentioning your name. Heaven shows this clearly. They say things like, some people don't appreciate you. Not everyone wants the best for you. You deserve someone who actually understands you. There are people who hold you back. They don't say, your mother. But they mean your presence. They speak in shadows. They plant seeds quietly. This is emotional hypnosis. And Archangel Michael whispers. They are slowly trying to turn her heart away from her anchor, you. Don't scroll. Sign number 3, they use her secrets to pull her closer. Manipulators do not offer solutions. They offer comfort so they can control the narrative. God reveals this pattern. They say things like, you can tell me anything. Your problems are safe with me. You don't need to explain to anyone else. This creates emotional dependency. They don't want to be helpful. They want to be necessary. Your daughter doesn't realize this yet. But heaven sees the intention behind every soft word. Stay with me. Sign number 4, they tell her not to tell you something. This is the most dangerous sign. The moment someone says, don't tell your mother about this. that person becomes spiritually suspicious. Because secrecy is the foundation of manipulation. Archangel Michael says, anyone who separates a daughter from her mother in secret is marked for exposure. Your daughter feels uncomfortable when this happens. She senses something is off. But she doesn't want to upset you. So she hides her confusion. My beloved child, Heaven brought you here to receive this truth before the damage becomes permanent. Don't scroll. Sign number 5, their tone changes when they talk about you. Not disrespect, but discomfort. Not insult, but avoidance. Their voice shifts slightly. Their face tightens. Their energy changes. Because they know you see through them. Even if your daughter doesn't. This is why Archangel Michael says, you threaten their influence. And so they will always act tense around the mother. Your presence is the light that destroys their shadow. Stay with me. Because heaven isn't done revealing. Sign number 6, they are preparing a message right now. Archangel Michael is crystal clear. A new message is coming from that person. It is designed to weaken her clarity. It may come tonight, or tomorrow. But it is coming. This message will be disguised as advice, concern, care, or a simple question. But spiritually, it will be a hook. A hook to pull her deeper into emotional dependency. This is why heaven rushed this warning to you first. So you can stand in the gap. Heaven's final reveal in part 2. Your daughter is already sensing the danger. She is starting to see the mask slip. She feels uneasy after talking to this person. But she doesn't know why. She will soon come to you with a half-truth. A hint. A question. A moment of honesty. Because her heart is fighting the influence. And Archangel Michael says, you must stay prepared. Because the next conversation with your daughter will reveal everything. Don't move from this path. Because part 3 reveals the person's intention. What they truly want from her. And how heaven plans to break their influence. If you reach this exact point, heaven has officially marked you as the first line of defense for your daughter's mind. Before we go to part 3. Like this message, it strengthens angelic protection. Subscribe so you don't miss the next warning. Comment, expose the hidden manipulator. Share with 10 people, heaven counts this as a shield of light around your home. My beloved child, listen carefully, do not scroll, do not move, do not blink too fast. This is the part Archangel Michael insisted you must hear, because now we are entering the deepest layer of the truth. Your daughter is being pulled emotionally, not physically. The danger is silent, disguised, and hidden behind sweet words. Heaven now reveals the real purpose behind this person's influence, the intention they don't want anyone to know. Stay with me. Intention number 1, they want control, not connection. This person is not interested in your daughter's happiness. They are interested in her dependency. Heaven shows this clearly. They want her to rely on them for emotional comfort, life decisions, validation, approval, companionship, and even spiritual reassurance. This is not love. This is psychological anchoring. Archangel Michael whispers. When someone tries to become the center of her decisions, they are trying to steal what belongs to God. Don't move. Intention number 2, they want to separate her from her own voice. They confuse her gently, slowly making her doubt herself. Heaven shows how they do it. They make her rethink her choices. They make her doubt her instincts. They make her question her own memory. They make her believe she is misunderstood by everyone, except them. This is emotional hypnosis. When someone weakens her inner voice, they become the only voice she trusts. That is the trap. Listen carefully. This is one of the most dangerous forms of manipulation. Intention number 3, they want to replace you. This is the intention they hide the most. They treat her well in front of others. But spiritually, they are trying to disconnect her from her root, you. Heaven reveals this. Anyone who separates a child from a mother does not act from love. They don't want her to honor you. They want her to question you. They want her to distance herself from you. They want your influence to weaken. So their influence becomes stronger. This is why Archangel Michael is warning you now. Don't scroll. Intention number 4, they want to make her emotionally dependent. This person feeds on attention. They want your daughter to check her phone for them. Wait for their message. Feel anxious if they don't respond. Feel relieved when they reappear. Feel guilt if she pulls away. This is not accidental. It is a repeated pattern. Heaven shows that this person uses emotional psychology, not love, to keep your daughter tethered. Stay with me. Intention number 5, they want something personal from her. Archangel Michael reveals. This person is after information, access, and influence. Not your daughter's well-being. They want to know her inner details, shape her decisions, guide her emotions, influence her movements, and gain a position in her life without earning it. Everything they do is strategic. And the most shocking part? Heaven says, they do not fear being exposed, they fear being replaced. That is why their manipulation is getting stronger. Don't move. Intention number 6, they want to control the future connection between you and your daughter. This is the intention that Heaven is most concerned about. They are trying to shift her loyalty, alter her perception, create tension between you and her, and build invisible distance. Not total separation, but slow emotional drift. Heaven calls this the silent influence of the serpent. Because the serpent never attacks loudly. It coils silently. Your daughter is not lost. She is confused. And confusion is the perfect soil for manipulation. Stay right here. Final reveal of Part 3, the person fears you. This is what heaven insists you must understand. They fear you more than anything. Because you are her anchor. You are her truth. You are her clarity. You are her emotional shield. You can break their influence instantly. Heaven shows you standing between your daughter and the manipulator. Your presence is interrupting their plan. Your intuition has already detected the danger. This is why the attack is happening quietly. Not openly. But Archangel Michael says, the mother will win. Because darkness cannot overpower the praying heart. Don't scroll. Because the next part is even more important. If you reached this point, heaven has officially marked you as your daughter's protector and spiritual guardian. Before we continue, like this message, it activates angelic protection. Subscribe so the next warning reaches you immediately. Comment, reveal the manipulator. Share with 10 people, it strengthens your home's spiritual covering. My beloved child, listen carefully, stay right here with me, do not scroll. Archangel Michael says this part is the most dangerous, the most revealing, and the most necessary for your daughter's protection. Because now, heaven is going to show you the exact moment the manipulator's mask slips, the moment when their sweet behavior turns into undeniable truth. This is where exposure begins. Don't move. The exact moment the manipulator gets exposed. Heaven has shown this clearly. The person trying to hypnotize your daughter will reveal themselves in a single moment. Not in a fight. Not in anger. Not in chaos. But in a small, quiet slip. A sentence. A reaction. A tone. A sudden shift in their expression. A moment so subtle that only a mother like you, guided by Archangel Michael, can recognize instantly. Your daughter will not see it right away. But you will. Don't scroll. Exposure trigger number 1, they will become impatient when she disagrees. Heaven shows this person's inner frustration building. As long as she follows them, they act sweet, calm, understanding. But the moment your daughter questions them, resists a suggestion, or expresses independence, their entire energy changes. They become sharp, irritated, offended, restless, controlling. This is the first crack in their mask. Heaven whispers. Manipulators love obedience. Rejection exposes their truth. Do not move. Exposure trigger number 2, they will slip and say something too personal. Archangel Michael reveals. This person will say something to your daughter that only someone observing her too closely would know. It could be her fear, her insecurity, her routine, her private habit, something she never told them. Your daughter will think, how did they know that? But you will understand. They have been studying her. This slip will expose their obsession. Not love. Stay here. Exposure trigger number 3, they will try to turn her against you. This is the biggest sign. Heaven warns. The manipulator's final weapon is to weaken your daughter's trust in you. They will say things like, "Maybe your mother doesn't understand you. Maybe she's controlling. Maybe she's jealous of your independence. Maybe she doesn't want you to be happy. Maybe you shouldn't tell her everything." This is not advice. This is strategy. The serpent always attacks the strongest connection first. The bond between a mother and her child. But Archangel Michael stands between you and that attack. Do not scroll. Exposure trigger number 4, they will become jealous when she spends time with family. Heaven shows this clearly. When your daughter spends time with family, calls you, visits home, feels close to you, this person becomes distant, cold, withdrawn, and moody. Why? Because manipulators fear losing control. Your love threatens them. Your presence breaks their influence. Your connection is stronger than their games. This jealousy is their exposure. Stay with me. Exposure trigger number 5, they will try to rush her decisions. Heaven says the final, undeniable moment of exposure is this. They will try to make your daughter decide quickly, choose impulsively, act before thinking, distance herself from the family, commit emotionally or financially without clarity. Because manipulators know that the longer your daughter waits, the more clearly she will see their true nature. So they rush her. Heaven calls this the urgency of the deceiver. This urgency will expose them fully. Don't move. The exact moment Archangel Michael intervenes, heaven reveals something powerful. At the same time the manipulator tries their hardest, your daughter will suddenly feel uncomfortable, anxious, confused, restless, drained, tearful for no reason. This is not fear. This is Archangel Michael pulling her spirit away from the wrong influence. Her soul will whisper, something is off. That whisper is heaven guiding her out of the trap. You must stay alert, my beloved child. Because the exposure moment is coming. And when it happens, you will know instantly. This is the one. Stay here. Heaven says. If you reach this point, your daughter's angel has just strengthened her spiritual shield. But to complete it, like this message, it places a spiritual covering on your home. Subscribe so the final warning reaches you. Comment, expose the danger. Share with 10 people, it multiplies your daughter's protection. My beloved child, listen with me, stay right here, don't scroll. Because part 5 is the moment heaven finally reveals the real motive behind the person trying to hypnotize your daughter. Until now, we talked about their behavior, their manipulation, their emotional influence. But this part is where Archangel Michael exposes the exact thing they want to steal. Don't move. They want access to her decisions, not her heart. Heaven reveals. This person does not want your daughter's love. They want something far more dangerous. Control over her decisions. They want to guide, where she goes, what she thinks, who she trusts, how she feels, what choices she makes. Heaven says, if they can control her decisions, they can control her destiny. Stay with me. They want to become her only safe place. This is the most subtle and manipulative tactic. They want her to believe. Only they understand her. Only they care about her. Only they know her pain. Only they support her. Only they see her clearly. This is not love. This is emotional colonization. Archangel Michael whispers. The person who wants to isolate her, wants to own her. Don't scroll. They want to replace the voice of family. Heaven shows clearly. They are trying to make their voice louder than the mother's wisdom, the family's guidance, heaven's intuition. They want their influence to sit at the center of your daughter's life. Not your daughter's faith. Not your daughter's heart. Not your daughter's angel. And definitely not her family. This is why they dislike your presence. This is why they fear your intuition. This is why they act differently around you. You are the barrier they cannot cross. Stay right here. The most shocking motive, they want to use her vulnerability. Heaven reveals something difficult but important. Your daughter has a softness, a tenderness, a caring nature that this person sees as an open door. They want to use her kindness, her empathy, her trusting heart, her loyalty, her desire to help people. Your daughter's goodness is being targeted. The enemy always chooses the softest heart. Don't move. They want to steal her future alignment. This is the part that heaven insisted you must hear. The manipulator sees something in your daughter. Potential. Strength. Destiny. A gift. A calling. A future connection to something big. They want to interrupt that future. They want to keep her stuck in confusion so she never walks into the path God created for her. Archangel Michael says, when darkness sees someone chosen, it tries to confuse them early. Your daughter is chosen. That's why she is being targeted. Don't scroll. They want to change the way she sees herself. Heaven shows clearly. They are slowly trying to adjust her self-image. They want your daughter to feel unsure, feel unworthy, feel insecure, feel dependent, feel that she needs validation, feel that she isn't enough without someone's approval. A person who lowers your self-worth is not offering love. They are offering imprisonment. Stay here. The real motive, they want control over her mind. This is the heart of the danger. Heaven reveals. They want to mentally anchor her. Not physically. Not emotionally. But mentally. If they control her mind, they control her choices. If they control her choices, they control her life. If they control her life, they control her future. Archangel Michael has stepped in now because your daughter's mind is naturally sensitive, intuitive, and absorbent. A heart like hers must be protected. That's why you were chosen to hear this message today. Do not scroll. The most important message: you can break this. Heaven wants you to know. Your presence breaks their influence. Your love breaks their plans. Your intuition stops their control. Your prayers disrupt their manipulation. Your awareness destroys their strategy. You are not powerless. You are the divine shield chosen for your daughter. And now that you know their motive, you have heaven's advantage. Stay with me. Before we move into part 6. The moment heaven reveals what exactly will happen when the manipulator gets exposed. Complete your spiritual step. Like this message, it strengthens your daughter's protection. Subscribe so you don't miss part 6. Comment, protect her mind. Share with 10 people, it multiplies heaven's covering over your home. My beloved child. Don't move. Don't scroll. Stay right here with me. Because part 6 is where heaven shows when, where, and how this person will try to influence your daughter again. The time is close. The energy is shifting. And Archangel Michael says this is the moment you must not look away. Listen with me. The time, a moment of emotional weakness. Heaven reveals. The person trying to hypnotize your daughter will not approach her randomly. They will wait for a moment of stress, sadness, confusion, emotional tiredness, loneliness, irritation, vulnerability. Because emotional weakness opens the door to spiritual manipulation. Archangel Michael whispers. The enemy never chooses a strong moment, it waits for the cracked hour. Stay right here. The place where she feels most comfortable. The manipulator knows your daughter is guarded in some places. So they will choose a place where your daughter feels safe, familiar, relaxed, unworried. Heaven reveals the locations they prefer. Her workplace corner. Her bedroom doorway. Her phone screen late night. Her kitchen conversation moment. Her daily routine space. The trick is simple. If she feels comfortable, she doesn't expect manipulation. Don't scroll, stay with me. The method, voice distortion. Heaven shows this clearly. This person changes their voice. Not their words. Their tone. They soften it. Calm it. Slow it. Lower it. Quieter. Almost hypnotic. So that your daughter feels. I should trust this. Maybe they are right. Maybe they care for me. This is not care. This is tactical emotional influence disguised as empathy. Archangel Michael says. The serpent never hisses loudly, it speaks softly. Listen carefully. The exact tactic, the confusion sentence. Heaven reveals the most dangerous trick. They will use one sentence to break her clarity and create emotional fog. A sentence like, "I'm the only one who understands you. Your family is against you. Trust me, not them. You don't need anyone else. They don't know the real you. Don't tell your mom about this." The moment she hears that, the manipulation begins. Don't move. The energy shift, her aura goes quiet. Heaven reveals something only a mother can sense. When the manipulator speaks to your daughter, her aura, her energy, her spirit becomes quiet. You will notice. She gets silent. She avoids answering. She looks distracted. Her voice softens. Her eyes look unsure. She withdraws slightly. This silence is a sign that their influence is entering her emotional space. Archangel Michael says, "When the light dims, step closer, because darkness only wins if ignored. Stay here." The good news: the angel will interrupt the manipulation. Heaven wants you to know something powerful. Just as that person tries to influence her, your daughter's angel, guided by Archangel Michael, will interrupt the manipulation. The interruption may come as a sudden phone call, a noise, a distraction, a thought, a memory, or even your name entering her mind. And in that moment, she breaks out of the emotional fog. Your love is the antidote. Your presence is the shield. You are heaven's chosen protector. Don't scroll, stay with me. The reason they fear you. Heaven reveals. This manipulator cannot overpower your daughter. As long as you remain aware. Your awareness is disrupting their plan. Your intuition is blocking their influence. Your spiritual strength is paralyzing their manipulation. Archangel Michael says, "You are the wall they cannot cross." That's why you were guided to this message. That's why your daughter's angel is crying out. That's why this moment is sacred. Don't move. Before you move to the next part, seal the spiritual protection. Like this message, it strengthens the angelic shield. Subscribe so part 7 reaches you instantly. Comment, "She is protected by light." Share with 10 people, so heaven extends this protection over your whole family. Part 7 is the most important part. This is where heaven reveals who the person is and why they want control over your daughter. My beloved child, listen with me, don't move, don't scroll. Because what heaven is revealing now must reach you before the emotional damage becomes permanent. Archangel Michael says, the danger around your daughter is not physical, it is emotional. Not violent, but draining. Not deadly, but spiritually heavy. Stay right here. The person who affects her energy is someone she trusts too quickly. Heaven reveals. This is not a stranger. Not a distant person. Not an enemy with a face you recognize. This is someone who speaks gently, acts supportive, pretends to care, gives sweet advice, but carries hidden jealousy beneath every smile. This influence is subtle. so subtle your daughter cannot see it. But you can. Don't scroll. They drain her confidence without her noticing. Archangel Michael says, this person uses soft negativity. Like, are you sure you can do that? People like you don't get chances easily. I worry about your decisions. You should listen to me. I know what's best for you. Every sentence seems caring, but contains a thread of doubt. A thread that weakens her belief in herself. Heaven calls this the seed of quiet discouragement. Stay with me. They want to become her emotional center. This is the real motive. They want your daughter to ask them before making decisions. Depend on their advice. Trust their opinion more than her own. Value their approval. Feel guilty if she disagrees. This is emotional influence. Not love, not friendship, not support. Don't move. They try to slow down her spiritual growth. Heaven reveals. Whenever your daughter starts improving, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, this person appears with a discouraging comment, a negative story, a fearful warning, a comparison, or a confusing concern. Why? Because your daughter rising means their influence falling. Archangel Michael says, darkness fears the light inside her. Stay right here. The real exposure, she feels drained after talking to them. Heaven shows something important. After speaking to this person, your daughter feels tired, anxious, uncertain, less confident, less hopeful, emotionally heavy. This emotional heaviness is the proof of wrong influence. The body senses what the spirit cannot explain. Don't scroll. You are her shield, and heaven needs you to stand firm. Archangel Michael says, your presence lifts her. Your words calm her. Your love strengthens her. Your guidance protects her. Your intuition exposes what she cannot see. You are the wall heaven placed around her heart. Stay with me. Before we continue, like this message, it activates angelic peace. Subscribe so Part 8 reaches you instantly. Comment, protect her spirit. Share with 10 people, this spreads spiritual protection. When you're ready for the next layer, the moment heaven steps in to remove the negative influence from your daughter. My beloved child, don't scroll now. Don't look away. You have reached the most powerful moment of the entire message. Archangel Michael says, this is where the negative influence over your daughter begins to crumble. Stay right here with me. Because everything you've heard until now has led to this. The final angelic intervention. The moment heaven steps in and lifts your daughter out of the emotional trap she didn't even know she was caught in. Don't move. The moment the angels step in, heaven reveals. There will come a moment, very soon, when your daughter suddenly feels clarity, strength, emotional relief, a desire to disconnect from negativity. a sudden realization of who truly supports her. This will not come from human advice. It will come from the angelic realm. Archangel Michael says, "When the heart awakens, the wrong voices fall silent. Stay with me." The person's influence will break in 3 signs. The angels will interrupt the negativity in your daughter's life using 3 divine signs. Sign 1, she will lose interest in that person's opinions. Where she once felt confused, she will now feel calm. Where she once doubted herself, she will feel grounded. Their influence will fade like a weak echo. Sign 2, she will protect her energy. She will start saying, "I need space. I need to think. I need clarity." This is not rebellion. This is spiritual awakening. Sign 3, she will feel drawn closer to you. Heaven shows. Her heart will lean toward the one who has always protected her. You. Because your love holds more power than their manipulation ever could. Don't scroll. The negative person will reveal their true colors. Heaven says, the moment they feel their influence slipping, they will react strangely. Acting overly sweet. Pretending to care more. Seeking attention. Trying to pull her in emotionally. Showing sudden fear of losing her. This last attempt is not love. It is exposure. Because once the angels step in, their manipulation cannot survive. Stay here. Angelic light surrounds your daughter. Archangel Michael now places a spiritual covering over your daughter. A field of clarity, protection, strength, inner confidence, emotional independence. Heaven says, what was confusing her will no longer touch her. Light dissolves hidden negativity. Truth replaces emotional fog. Strength replaces uncertainty. And the influence attempting to drain her spirit will dissolve like smoke. Don't move. The final message for you. Heaven wants you to know. Your daughter is not weak. She is not lost. She is not blind. She is spiritually sensitive. And sensitive souls are targeted by emotional manipulators. But now, she is rising. Not because of fear, but because of your guidance, your love, your prayers, and your intuition. Archangel Michael says, her spirit will return to balance, because you stood as her shield. Stay here. My beloved child. If you reached this moment, heaven has marked your family with peace. Before we close part 8, like this message, it strengthens your daughter's angelic protection. Subscribe so you never miss a warning meant for your home. Comment, her spirit is safe. Share this with 10 people. Heaven multiplies the blessing when you do. Breathe slowly. Because Archangel Michael whispers. The influence is breaking. Your daughter will rise in clarity. And the wrong voice will lose its power forever.